Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a new episode of StellarTactics. And this is going to be Yippee, we're back in space episode. Because, well, here we go. And the reason I have it to do it like this is because I was expecting something to happen, which didn't. Probably because we have to Probably because we have to move into FTL. But what's worse, let's turn the other way. There are multiple ships which are really dangerous to us. Let's see, 4 turrets, 1 missile, 3 other ones. The problem with this ship is I got 3 turrets with missiles and only 1 with another weapon. So in general, it's a terrible ship. I can give it a try to make a run. No, I can't. This is what I meant. Each and every ship is currently chasing me. Because they're hostile to me. And like I said, I'm not in the position to actually deal with them. So I will try to land on this planet and see what they have over there. It's likely that they have a mission. As you can see, landing symbol already popped up. So let's see what we can actually find here. Sorry, I got hiccups and itchy nose and everything comes at once right now. Must be old age. Yeah, like I said, this ship is very bad suited for space combat. And therefore I have no intention at all to use it. Also, with the money we currently have, it's not even a good idea to look for another one, because very blunt said, we don't have the funds. That's a normal merchant. There's the faction agent, this nice dot. Yep. this means. This is also the reason why we lost those fights, or why I didn't want to start the fight. The faction agent already said my mission would kill you, which means I'm too low in level. Which means that we might as well get out of here. No, we may not. Because there's another thing I need. Or better said, two things I need. First of all, let's see what he has. Because even for 200k, I may be able to get a slightly better item aboard of my ship. Mining laser, yeah, well, this is what I need. But yeah, 732. I don't think I have that. But this is basically what I need. Ship, weapon, having low DPS, use more capacitor and in energy. No, that's what I have right now. Heavy laser doing 598, so or 599 damage, so close to 6 compared to 1.7. Same kind of weapons. Reload speed 1, so that's near instant. Capacity use 1.92 versus the 378. So my reload speed is already less as 50% as the other one. My capacity use is about half. The energy use has dropped and my range has increased. That's what I need. Unfortunately, I can't afford it. But with items like these, my ship is actually able to deal a punch. A small punch, but at least work better. So, what else? Warp drive. Warp drive is useful. Why? Because it powers my ship, and it, in this case, also generates more speed, and with better energy, I'm also able to get my shields, keeping my shields up while firing. So that's one thing to remember, the warp drive. Tactic computer is general. Yeah, well, everything is better because I got stock. But if I'm able to boost something, cargo expansion. No. So what I'm going to do is buy this warp drive. See if I'm able to sell the other one. And with the money we have, give it another try. $24,000. So in general, I'm back at where we were. Also, mining drones are far more expensive over here. No, I don't need cargo. I can't afford weapons. Let's check the FTL drives. 66. No, I don't have those funds. Electronics are used for defense and scanning. 24k. So let's see this one. 407, 495, and 425. So that's the best electronics we have. A little bit better scan and a little bit better security and shield. The other option is buying shields, but I don't have the funds. And same for armor, so electronics are the best. Sell this one because there's another thing I want to do, which is finding pharmacy lady. Let's see how many let's see. That's it, 9. And now I'm really out of money. And I really need to do mining or missions. Maybe I'm lucky. Cell, ammunition, minigun, rifle, stun grenades. No, I'm not lucky. There's no missiles, so I have to remain it to this. Now there are still 2 options. One is flying back in FTL, which is going to take quite some time, although no, I didn't upgrade my FTL drive, so it's taking quite some time, which can be very boring. Or, and that's actually the preference I have, is to fly to the nearest jump point and transfer ourselves to Achmedius, check if we can move to another system over there and see if we can pick up another mission. Or we switch ships and we head out into the asteroid field, where we can start working at mining, and later I move over to the big ship and start mining over there. So those are the options.
FTL drive engaged.
This is the space option, which I didn't want to take. Yeah, 45, 41. And the sector we have to be in is 49, 49. However, I have to do this, and nothing else happens. So right, we might as well do that. Where's our ship? There it is. I really hope we are flying into the right direction. So let's see where it actually is. So if it's too far away, to 56. That's going to be a very long flight.
FDL drive disengaged.
We're already there. Okay, so we're still traveling faster as I thought so. So, what's next? Well, to start with, go to scan. I want to scan each and every system. Oh, I'll be...
FTL drive engaged.
This wasn't what I wanted to. So let's try again. Cronus. Saot. Just have to make sure that I won't hit other systems. Also, I've been stupid, but we know that. Because I could have placed a beacon in the other system. And we could have jumped into it later. Eight, 49, 52, 56. That's our destination. No, not this one. That one. This is a new feature, by the way. So, yes, we're still stuck in space. First thing I will do is putting a beacon up at the jump point. After that we will scan the few planets we have here. It's only 5 planets and an asteroid field, nothing else. There's no population, at least not yet. That may change over time when the dev is adding more stuff to the game. So we have 5 planets to scan. I'm starting at 5, counting down to 1, because the last planet is having that station where we have to land anyway. And when that's done, we get another nice story video. And when the story video is done, I think about the hour is up to. Meanwhile, I listen to all those ships entering and exiting hyperspace, including the hostile ones. And speaking of hostile, this is what I mean. 3 laser turrets. And I'm unable to... Oh, we do have a refinery in this ship. but I'm unable to use other weapons. I do have to use 3 missiles, which makes this ship really not suited for combat. Maybe later, if I got better weapons, far better weapons, and yes, that legendary laser was very useful for that, because it most likely would burn through all the defenses of whatever was attacking me, disabling shields, engine, weapons, giving me the opportunity to board. Right now, I'm afraid it's not possible. So, what I need to do is get about 7 millions. And one of the things to do that is, yes, I know it's dull, ground missions. And in particular, ground missions in Asnari ruins, because those ruins have so many artifacts that I can actually make a lot of money from those artifacts, and that might give me a better ship, and with the better ship also the opportunity to do some other uh, other kind of missions. I also should learn to turn down Discord, at least overlay for this game, because I got the feeling my Discord messages are actually showing up. This is this is really why I wanted a better ship, and why those beacons are so useful, because with 5 minutes long or more watching how we are moving through space, and although we have this wonderful background, that's for sure, it's not really interesting. But we're getting there. It starts to show up now, so we're getting there. And as a matter of fact,
SDL drive disengaged.
here we are. So, 5. No, jump points. And this time, I will place a beacon. And scan. Finally something interesting to do. Plus an outpost, so we know, other as the mining node, that we can return here at some point and pick up a mission. At least ships look white here. I don't mind skulls on a ship as long as they're white. Also, I saw a green circle over there. So there's at least one shipwreck over here. And there's a red ship. very far away, so not really something to worry about.
STL drive engaged.
I'm really not paying attention today.
FDL drive disengaged.
So let's try again, number 3. And this time hitting the right button. Yes, sure. There's a shipwreck. So 2 class 1 mining nodes. Yep, 2. I don't have drones yet. At least not enough drones. With one drone you won't get very far. No surface. So that leaves one more planet. And there's the station. I didn't even need to. Nothing on the planet. And this is why I wanted a better FTL drive, because this chip is so slow. And here we are.
Docking.
Of course, I will always check for better items. So let's have a small tour here. This is our entrance. Really. And we can get some stuff here. So let's borrow. We got some logs from people. Bathroom. Showers. Men and women have to use the same bathroom. It's, oh well, it's the future. You never know what will happen. Maybe it's very normal. So another room with more items to borrow. Keep in mind, we're not stealing it. We're just borrowing things. Similar type of bathroom. So yes, it looks like men and women are living in the same area. That's Dr. Jensen. Let's take the shortcut. So one lab. That's Melody Amos. She too has stuff to borrow. Oh, Now we're getting a load of text coming up in a bit. So prepare for that. Here's Doctor. Hey, hang on a second. Doc Jensen. Yep, like I said, we're looking for Asnari ruins at some point. In our case, also for the money. It's part of the story, but the story is a means to get more and more ships and whatever. It's unfortunate that we can't use AI to run business for us. Like at some point having a ship being able to mine and have an AI crew going out to start mining and processing the ores and storing it at stations at which I can decide whether or not to sell it. So that means, first of all, we have to see if we can borrow anything or hire. No, it's called leasing, I think. Yeah, I got that one. And that one isn't working. Now it is. That's weird. I had the wrong character selected. Don't know why. So we're going back to where we came from. Except this time we're going to take the nearest jump point. Really? Yes, I did. I did add one of those beacons in that system. So we're actually able to take the short trip and not the long one.
FTL drive engaged.
Shoof. Hopefully it's not as dangerous as it was first time. So far it doesn't look like it. Well, it is. Because we got scavengers and raiders here. So let's just hope I can avoid it. Or if slash when needed, able to step in and help the wrong side. Those are friendly. Those are hostile. The normal and a laser turret and a missile turret. So very hard for me to fight. That certainly is a difficult one. efficient. 5 turrets. Clivian versus Scavers. Well, together we may be able to deal with the ship, but I can't board it.
Warning, shield.
Helping this guy, or gal, will at least I thought it would give me the advantage of that's the exploding ship. As I was about to say, every faction which is not friendly with Scavers gives me a +1 point. Scavers is -16, so even the raiders are happy. That one. Yeah, it's tricky. I won't take the risk going into Grayson's depot.
Docking.
And after that we jump to Achmedius, swap ships and start to do some mining. And when that's done, we continue our search with the scanner and whatever. Here we go again. And once again, we're going to get a wall of text. Right. This is the Astnari scanner. And we also have an epic shield by the look of things. So what I will do is, first of all, drop into ship weaponry. That's him. Okay. Because at some point I also need a weapon converter. So I can actually, it isn't needed to put it on the main character. It's only optional. I can put that scanner on any character and it works. But in this case, here we go. But we will explore that part later. As I said, we have an epic scanner here. So let's equip that and move the legendary shield to the next person. And I have to check that pistol. Yeah, great. Let's swap it. Wait a second. Kinetic. Pistol ammunition. Very good. Time to get back to the ship. We won't go into FTL now. Like I said, I want to do the transfer to Achmedius, head out to the station, pick up the big trading ship, and I'll show you what mining is going to be like. Besides, it's a little bit too dangerous here for my liking. Although I made a mistake. Because that's our ship. That's the armor we got. And we actually looted better, and I can't transfer it on the ship right now. I don't need this. There's way too many. Way too many raider ships nearby. Really? One, two, three, four, five. Five ships. And in general, all of them a lot stronger as I am. So, thanks, but no thanks. As soon as we got a Ferris Mace with a few better weapons, I'm ready to deal with them.
FTL drive engaged.
And there we go. Now another nice thing I can actually do here as soon as we're back is something I won't do. First we go into the station. Trade ports. One of the things I can do As soon as there's no time limit on this mission. But what I'm going to do is, like I said, first, before we swap ships, I will have to make sure that I exchange the armor, the items we looted, the usual items we've looted
Docking.
on the ship. That's number one. When that's done, I will swap ships to the mining ship. That's number two. The third step is picking up our mining drone, and I can actually do that while traveling to step number 4, which is planning with still an active mining node, so I don't even have to move further as this. First, we move this in, and we currently have 100% armor doing 316. I'm going to upgrade it to 328. It's not that much, but it's still better as nothing. Also, let's check this, because this needs repairs. Done. That's number one. Number two, ship storage. That's the ship we're going to use. And as you can see, this one has 2 mining turrets, 1 heavy turret and 1 light turret, and that's it. So once again, it's not suitable for combat. It is, however, very useful for mining, and that's why I want to use it. I don't have anything else yet, no ore refinery or whatever, so I will have to sell raw ores for now. Or I sell this, but that's a 15k, and now we don't have the money. Therefore, number 2. Now, like I said, we have 1 drone. Retrieve. And I can close this. After that, You have to fly to the station again. That's weird. Never mind. It's going to be slow. We don't have an FTL drive on this one, so I can't enter hyperspace with this one yet. I'll do that over time though. Fortunately, we got a warp drive. But I really thought I had each and every system, each and every planet in this system scanned. And I really thought we had more as one mining. No surface locations. Only that one. So 9 was the only one having one mining node, and that's it. Ah, there's a mining node. And launch the drone, that's it. And now I need to zoom out and scan, because I think we have a shipwreck over there. Yep. So this is shipwreck I was looking for. Powering up my turrets, and I can order turret number 1 and turret number 2 start working. I can actually close this down because there's nothing else to do now. So we got a mining drone working at Achmedius 3. That one will load over time, and here we go. Our first mined items are aboard. Let's see if I can change the angle a bit. This gives a better look because of the background color. But we got phosphate, erbium and cobalt. And I can show it here as well. These are all items. These are the ores we have aboard. no trade goods. That's the equipment, so no refined ores yet. So it will only be this 1100 in total, and that's it. And meanwhile, our drone is slowly filling up. I let the drone do it by himself. I can recall the drone and let everything being dropped off in my cargo, but that would actually make it more complicated for me. I want the drone to sell them the ores, so that's generating money, and at the same time I also want to collect ores here, which I will eventually be able to sell off. And the nice part is, if we get asbestos, I can sell it at Achmedius 4 until the mission is done. Which means there is unfortunately no option to get everything in an alphabetic order. Also, the rare earth minerals will be stored because I will need those. I also need refined ore, but I need the rare earth minerals for crafting. And as you can see, there's a lot of items. They stock, so 132 items is everything. Even if they're showing as 19 quantity, it still adds to the 11k. And with that, I think I call it a day for today. It's been a long one, just like the last time, but we did a lot. I will give... There's one more thing I need to do, actually. This. So there's more at play over there between those two scientists, and considering they already started off at the wrong foot in the prologue, I got the feeling there's more coming up in the future. Mind you, even I don't know what's going to happen in future chapters because they aren't released yet. For now. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, although it was occasionally a little bit boring with the hopping back and forth. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day. Goodbye.